Okay, thank you. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Mithilesh Kumar. I welcome you all in this third live session for the course Introduction to Western Political Thought. I hope you find this course useful and you are enjoying the course and submitting your assignments regularly. We have had two previous live sessions where we have interacted and I responded to your queries. In this live session also, I welcome you to join me using the team link, and also you can join me through YouTube. If you have any question or if you like to share your feedback about the course or its content or assignment or related to exam or question paper, you are welcome to raise them during this live session. I'll be very happy to respond to them. And also I would like to hear your thought on the course. Good afternoon, Munifa, and also Dora. So let me start with the first question I received on YouTube. That is about pattern of exam or the types of questions. So the final exam will be only MCQ type questions. And I have explained this in my earlier live session also, but for the benefit of learners, I'm going to repeat them in this live session as well. So the final exam will have all the MCQ type questions, that means multiple choice questions. There would be some questions where you may find the possibility of more than one correct answer. However, there is only one correct answer for each question. So you select those options which you think is, best for best answer or the most correct or accurate answer to the question. So you select the best option out of 4 where you have doubt about more than one right answer. So it's MCQ, only one option is correct. And if you have been submitting your assignments regularly, I mean weekly assignment, if you are submitting them regularly, you would know probably the nature of question, the types of questions, and how you should be preparing for them. So there would be certain number of questions directly from your weekly assignment, verbatim. That means exactly what you have done during the weekly assignments. There would be some questions directly from those. In addition to that, there would be some questions which would be, very simple or based on recalling what you have learned. So you don't have to really think harder or, for responding to those questions. So that is, if you have watched the video and if you have gone through the PPT or the transcription, you should be, you should be answering to them in a very quick or easy way. Then there would be some questions which would be really to test your comprehension or understanding of a concept. So there would be these 3 types of questions, one directly from the assignment, one set of questions directly from the assignment, some to test your recall ability or your familiarity with the thinkers, concepts and so on. And then there would be some questions to test your comprehension or understanding of the concepts. These are the 3 types of questions, but all of them would be MCQ type. And to prepare for them, I think for the purpose of exam, the video lecture, PPT, and the transcript should be enough. So that should be the basis. All the questions will be coming from them, whether it is about recall or from the assignment or to test your comprehension. I hope that answers your question. Hello, Yuvraj, good to see you. You can unmute, you can share your thought. And if you have
Hello, sir. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you also. Thank you.
Sir, like I don't have any question right now, but I wanted a discussion related to Karl Marx. So is it allowed?
Yes, please go ahead.
So, sir, every philosopher has reacted to their miseries or their problems, social problems, to the practical solution. However, why Karl Marx envisioned a stateless, classless society as the ultimate solution to social equality? I mean, it is the impracticality approach for the real social issues.
Yeah, very good question, Yuvraj. I mean, Karl Marx was a philosopher, right? He was
Yeah.
thinking about the social, political, and economic issues confronting humanity, right? So his purpose was how human being, that means all human beings, not just few or those who are rich, but all human beings, every single human being should have I'm sorry about this. So every human being should be enjoying maximum freedom, liberty, and emancipation in true sense. So in his scheme of thought and in his scheme of philosophy, he sees a state as an instrument of class domination, because his understanding of societies, class. That means
Yes,
there
sir.
are rich or bourgeoisie or
And
proletariat.
proletariat.
The state is instrument in the hands of one to exploit the other. Similarly, in the dictatorship of proletariat, he thought of a state as an instrument of class domination. So he thought that humanity or human being can have the chance to lead a true, free, and emancipatory life only in a stateless society, or where there is no politics. That is his conception. That was his ideal, so to say. But you are right. We have seen the experience of revolution or dictatorship of proletariat, which did not really lead to a stateless society or a classless society. So how
Yes,
far
sir.
that idea is practical, one should critically reflect on that. And the purpose of these thinkers or their ideas, and to engage with these thinkers and their ideas, is to also think about our own on social and political conditions. And you don't have to really agree to everything that all the thinkers have presented. All right, but
Okay.
also to think about what are the positives or what are the insights that we can take from them and then apply to our own, our own context, to our own academic disciplines or research or studies and so on. All right, so that would be
Mhm.
my response, Yuvraj. I hope.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And sir, even after being such a celebrated figure in revolutionary thought, his vision has not been fully realized in practice. Like wherever the his vision was realized was a very agriculture state or a backward state like China and Russia.
That's again the other contradictions that we
Yes, sir.
have in his thinking. So people thought the way he presented his argument of evolution of um, history, right, from primitive communism to communism, that revolution will happen in the industrial world, but what you have is almost, agricultural, largely agricultural, but not fully developed industrial state. So that's again another contradiction in his thought and ideas. And even when the revolution happened, it was not taken to the logical conclusion of what he prescribed. And that is to deal with the question of human nature also, right? And we love compassion or domination or democracy or, whatever we have done. So social contract theorist, if you talk about that human nature or the state of nature kind of thing. So the applicability of any ideas or philosophy and the practical aspect of it requires some understanding, some thinking or theorization about the human nature, which is indeterminate, right? So I'll stop there, I think. So there are a few questions on YouTube. You can stay and we can have further discussion. But there are some questions on YouTube. Let me take them first, and we can resume our conversation.
Sure.
Okay, so there is Krishna Kanozia. Sir, how many questions will be there in the exam? All right, so Krishna, I think there would be about 50 questions in one session, which would be comprised of all the three components, which I have just explained few minutes ago. And yeah. Hi, Minati. Good afternoon. Ritesh Sahani, will there be negative marking? Ritesh, I don't think there would be any negative marking for any wrong answer. All right, so Krishna is repeating his question. So I just replied. All right. Okay, so I guess I have responded to the questions on the YouTube. You can also share your thought, Yuvraj, if you like. And those of you who have joined late, you can type your question on the YouTube, or you can also directly use this MS Team link to join and share your thoughts and raise any questions that you may have.
Sir, I wanted to also ask some questions related to the philosophers and their personal biases. Like many authors like John Locke justified the colonial extraction from colonies like India. So does that mean that they are not from their own prejudices or biases against the humanity?
Yeah, you are right in a way, Yuvraj. These scholars and thinkers were writing in a particular context. So they all have these biases towards the colonies. Even John Stuart Mill, his theory of representative government and particularly liberty, he said that colonized people are unfit for exercising those liberty. To say there should be some kind of, a guardian state or authoritarian kind of state. So when we engage with these thinkers and their ideas, no matter how powerful or influential their ideas were, if you are interested in, this is a kind of introductory course, just to understand these thinkers, their works, and their basic ideas. However, suppose if you are interested in any of these thinkers and you want to pursue further, and you have further interest in knowing their ideas and the relevance of their ideas, then you need to certainly contextualize these thinkers, not just what they say in their work, but also what are the flaws and the contradictions that you have said about, I think, John Locke, who in fact was champion of liberal limited
Minimal
form of
government.
government or constitutional government, but justified slave trade. So, as I said about Karl Marx and communism, similarly with any thinkers that you do, and if you want to pursue their thought further, you have to contextualize them and engage with the flaws or contradictions that is there in their writings or in their life works. But that is slightly advanced than what is the scope of this course. Just to get familiar with these thinkers and their ideas. But you are welcome to pursue them further and critique them or critically engage with them in the light of the inherent flaws and contradictions. That's more than welcome.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so this is the live session. I'll rely on your questions and comments. So please type your questions on the YouTube. I hope this course has been enjoyable to you, and you learn something about these thinkers. And please share your feedback. That would be helpful. Okay, so I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes more. If you have any question, please type them quickly or join using this MS link, and you can interact or share your thoughts with me. Otherwise, if there is no question, then we'll conclude this session in another 1 minute or so. Yuvraj, do you have any more question?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. So I don't really see any question on the YouTube link. And also, I mean, the Google spreadsheet, I don't see any question. So let me end this session today, live session today. And I really thank you for joining this course, those who enrolled and those who have also registered for exam. So I've explained that anyone can enroll for the course, but to earn a degree or a certificate, you must also register by paying some nominal amount. And to pass this course, you have to fulfill both the criteria. That means from weekly assignment, 25%, and from final exam, 75%. So these points I have explained. If you have any doubts or queries, you can revisit the previous live sessions, and also till your final exam, you can use the discussion forum for any questions or queries, or you can also share your thought about the course. I'm sure you will get immediate response from me or from the team. So I wish you all the very best for the final exam, and thank you for joining me today in this live session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the course and live sessions.
Thank
It
you.
has been very insightful, and I appreciate your efforts. And
Yeah.
very, very, very thank you.
I'm glad to hear that, Yuvraj. Thank you.